Scorpio, welcome into your reading. We are going to be looking at what is going on around you at this moment in time. In this reading as well, we're going to be allowing you to test your own intuition with regards to your connection to your spiritual team. So I'm going to go into the reading. There's going to be a bit of a card selection where you are going to choose 3 different decks, and your spirit guides are going to choose 3 different decks as well, because I allow them to choose their own decks using a pendulum. And then we're going to see how many of the decks you guys match with each other, how many of them are you getting right with each other, and that will test your intuition. If you get more right, you're really connected. Even if you don't get any right as well, it's usually an indication that there is something that is kind of like hidden from you at this time, and you need to find out what that is in the reading. With regards to what the reading is about what never needs to be heard about at this moment in time. Could be about a situation that you're dealing with or something that needs to be revealed to you. So if you do not wish to sit through the selection part of the reading, you can go down in the timestamps below and jump straight into the reading. And for those of you who are returning viewers here to my channel, thank you so much for coming into the reading again and again and again. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments as well. And remember, every single week in my readings, the highest videos that get the most views get bonus readings for that week. What else? I am not currently doing personal readings. I do see people are emailing me. I get dozens and dozens of emails per day. Look at the end of the video. There'll be a crisis video that I put up there. It will explain why I can no longer do personal readings for the time being, and then you will understand why. Otherwise, let's get into your reading and find out what decks are going to be chosen by your spirit guides for this information to be getting out to you today. Scorpio, welcome into the selection part of the reading. So this is where you're going to choose 3 different decks, whatever you are drawn to, and your spiritual team using the pendulum will choose 3 different decks as well. And we're going to see how intuitively connected you are to your spiritual team. You may surprise yourself. A lot of you guys are getting 3 out of 3. I'm so very happy. Sometimes you may get 3 out of 3. Sometimes you may miss it altogether, but a lot of you are coming back in again and again and telling me I'm getting it almost every time. I'm so happy. I'm so very happy that you're doing so. It is very important that your energy of your third eye, your pineal gland is actually opened, because this is actually how you manifest anything in life. You need to have an open third eye to be able to create the life that you want to have. It comes from that energy. So let's get into this. If you already know what you want to go for, I'm going to name them for you. Then you can jump a little bit ahead in the reading. If you are not sure, then you can join me. I always do a little breathing exercise for myself and for you guys as well before we begin the reading. It will also help you to choose if you are not sure. If you don't want to sit through the breathing, and even if you want to get straight into the reading, you can either skip a little bit ahead or go into the timestamps and go straight into the main reading part. But for those of you who would like to join me, thank you so much. This is Sacred Traveler Oracle. This is Spirit Animal. Angels and Ancestors, there is Angel Answers, Psychic Tarot of the Heart, Starseed Oracle, and a Moonology. So if you already know what you want, go right ahead and jump ahead. If you're not sure, and even if you want to have your vibration raised, you would like me to connect you with your spiritual team. And when I'm doing this, a lot of you guys, I know you're sitting through the breathing with me almost every time we're doing the reading. Utilize this energy anytime you need to do it. So even when you're on your own and you are stressed out, or you're worried about something, or you need advice on something, you can do this little exercise. It takes like a minute to do, and then ask your spiritual team to aid you or help you or advise you, and then let it go and carry on with your day, and you will get the help that you need, or even advice will come through to you some way or the other. Okay, so let's get started. Take your first deep breath in. At the top of your breath, please hold your breath just for a few seconds and release your breath fully. Third deep breath in. Second deep breath in. At the top of your breath, I want you to imagine a very bright white light that just emanates at the top of your head. That is you. That is your energy, the soul that lies inside of you. This is a part of you that connects you to everything. Take a deep breath out. Third deep breath in. And at the top of your breath, I call your spiritual team now into this reading. I ask them to open up the ways of communication and the veil between you and them. I ask them to connect with you and give the messages clearly to you. Release your breath. And there we go. Go right ahead and choose. Pause the video if you have to. But let us have a look and see. For my Scorpio, my beautiful spirit guides, please show us which is the first deck that you want to work with today. Where is the message that we need to be getting for my Scorpios out there? It's swinging perfectly, like perfectly in a circle. Now we're going. Okay, we've got angel answers right there. Love it so much. Let's have a look and see. The second deck for my Scorpios, where do we need to go, and which deck has a message or information that Scorpio needs to hear at this time? Let's have a look and see. We're actually moving to the angels and ancestors. I like that you got two angel decks that have come up in your reading. The last deck for my Scorpios, please. Can you show me which deck needs to be chosen? And remember, please, Scorpio, my readings are timeless because time does really not exist. It's a human construct. Spirit guides do not understand time, okay? So we got moonology. They don't understand timing. Sometimes they can even confuse time with us. Whenever you receive this reading, you are meant to get the message at this time. So let's see what is going on in the 3 decks that have been chosen for you today. There we go, Scorpio. We have got angel answers. Okay, I love that you got 2 angel decks. We have got the angels and ancestor tarot oracle deck. Nearly said tarot deck. We have got moonology. Can you see it's Mercury retrograde? My brain is like, I can't speak normal sentences. I usually stutter my words anyway, but since Mercury retrograde began, I am so tongue-tied and tongue-twisted. Thank you, Mercury. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's get into your reading, Scorpio, and find out what it is that you need to be hearing at this time. And if you are a first-time viewer, yeah, by the way, my name is Deborah. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope this reading is going to help you, okay? So, angel answers. What is it that we need to know at this time? Let's have a look and see. Not the right time. Literally, not the right time. So you could have been trying to do something here and it seems like it's not the right time. You keep trying to do something, you keep wanting something to happen and it feels like it's not the right time. You keep getting stuck in something. So got the information that timing has been out for you. Okay, it's very interesting. I'm curious to see what this is about for you. Angels and ancestors. There might be an ancestor that comes into your reading. That can be a passed on loved one or somebody that you don't even know, somebody much further back in your world, in your ancestry, in your family lineage. They do come in and support us even if we never really met them. So we are blood to them, okay? We are bloodline. DNA is there, so they're very loyal to us. Let's see. You have got sage, be devoted and committed. It's coming up quite clearly here that you must not give up on something. Don't give up. And I've got to repeat to you exactly what I'm hearing spirit guides saying. Sometimes it comes out a bit funny, so it's not sometimes me saying this weird things. I'm listening to your spiritual team. And they said don't give up on life as well. Don't give up on what you're trying to build for yourself, on the hope that you have, that the way you see your life as being. I feel like you may have been a bit stuck with regards to something. It's almost as if you're stuck or you are unable to move forward, or there's some kind of block. You might feel like you've got a blockage, like you're trapped in something, or something just doesn't seem to want to break for you. It's like you can't break out of this situation that you're in, or just the way that life is for you. You can change your life. I'll be 100% honest with you. You can change your life. Other people, they have changed their lives. That means that you can change your life as well. Even when everything is against you, it might feel like you got bad luck or you cursed or something like that. Sometimes there's other explanations, or sometimes it is just pure timing. Okay, there could be things that we need to go through that we don't really want to go through, but it is what it is. We have to sometimes experience things in life that we sometimes don't want to experience. It doesn't mean that your life is over. It means that you've experienced this, that those experiences don't make up who you are. They are the memories of what you have experienced. You don't carry them with you, because life can still be amazing. no matter what we've been through. Life can still be absolutely wonderful, and we can still be happy. I mean, I know one day somebody commented to me below in the video, in one of my videos, and they were quite nasty. You know how people are, and they're commenting everywhere. And they said, like, how can you speak about us changing our life? You've had everything handed to you. You've got your parents who are supporting you. You've got things that, you know, everybody was there for you. You got a charmed life. And I was just like, you obviously don't know me. Yeah, no, I have nothing like that. Yeah, I was at a rock bottom, well, basically, and I had to face it all by myself. No support, no family. My father died when I was young, and I looked after my mom. So raised children all by myself, okay, all alone. There was nobody there to save me. I had to save myself, which I did, and so can you, okay? A spell will be broken, I promise. What do you need to release? This is not, I'm feeling this energy. That's why I told you the story. I feel as if you feel as if you got bad luck, or you're cursed, or you're under a spell, and it's just your life is just not okay. Sometimes it's things that we need to work through, and you know, we can ask 1,000 times. Sometimes I'll ask my spiritual team, why did this happen and why did that happen? And they like show me cards like the Hierophant and be like, wisdom, wisdom. And I'm just like, can your guys stop telling me that we need to learn lessons here on earth? But that is the way that it is. And sometimes we need to experience certain things, but when we kind of like look back a little bit later, we actually realize that some of the really hardest things that we went through, they make us become somebody else. And sometimes that becoming somebody else is what is needed to become and experience a different life. As long as you work with it and you look at the negative experiences and the things that have gone wrong, not as a victim, but as something that can empower you, because you survived all of that. You survived everything you've been through. And because you survived everything that you've been through, you are one heck of a strong person. You are literally, one of the meanings of this card, you know, when he's sitting there, he's writing on a piece of paper. He's writing on a leaf. So he's a druid, he's writing. What he's writing about on the leaf, according to the deck in itself, the book that I got with the deck, and I'm literally going to this exact meaning, is that everything that he's ever experienced, he's writing it down as lessons that he has learned, and he takes that with him into the future so that it can aid him and guide him forward and not hold him back. And to be honest with you, I feel like this is what this is talking about here. It's talking about releasing. We've got waning moon. That is when the moon has been full and now it's getting smaller again. It's pulling back energy, and I feel like you need to pull back energy. One of the things I know with regards to changing your life is you've got to let go of your past completely. It's got to be like it was a movie that you watched and now it's just a memory like a movie. It's not your story any longer. That is what I feel as if you need to release. I never talk about my past. I sometimes mention something like I did now in this reading, but it's like I don't feel attached to it at all. I feel only attached to what I'm still creating, not what I have been. Because who I was and what I experienced in the past is no more. I am here in this moment, and I only look to the next moment that is to come. Anything that is not working for you here, any bad memories that you have, bad feelings that you have about who you are as a person, what you can achieve, what you believe about yourself, you need to let that go. You need to let that go. There is unlimited potential inside of you, and you can do anything. You can really do anything. So let me change the camera view. You know I like to change the camera and look at the cards. They're so beautiful. So I want to get into the reading for you and get a little bit deeper and get some more help and information coming through for you. I really feel like it's like the feeling that I'm getting, it's like a spell is going to be broken with you, and then we're going to see what's going to happen after that. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So there we go, Scorpio. Let's get into what this is all about for you. I really feel like something's about to shift for you. A lot of things that you've been wanting to have happen in your life, it's almost like the timing wasn't right for it, and it was just blocked all the way. But you have been learning some major lessons here, but you cannot take the negative energies of what you've experienced with you now. You need to move forward. You need to release everything from your past. It's almost like I feel like Spirit Guide saying you need to have a blank slate so that you can move forward now. Let's have a look and see more information, please. Spirit Guide with regards to Scorpio and what's going on over here. We've got the 9 of Air. Yes, there you go. There is your just negative vibes coming up here. The 9 of Air or 9 of Swords energy is always talking about worrying, remembering. You know, when we remember the past, we suffer from depression. And when we, bad things from the past, we can suffer from depression. When we think about scary things that haven't happened yet in the future, we worry about the future, then we can get anxiety. So I feel like a lot of worries here. There's a lot of memories that you get lost in with regards to things that have happened in the past. This is what you need to let go of. That is, you got to delete it from your memory. You got to stop yourself from thinking about it, because even thinking about negative things from the past, it can become an addiction in itself. Even talking to other people. Sometimes I notice there's groups of people that will get together, family members even, and they sit down together and they start talking, and then they start rehashing things that happened 10, 20 years ago, and they talk about what happened 15 years ago and who said this to who and what they did at that time and what they did. It's like they're reliving it over and over again. Memories like that and discussions like that will keep you anchored and will not let you move. It will keep you trapped, and that's why it can also be that it never moves. This is something that you need to release here. Let that go, let that energy go of the worry. So let's see what else comes in here. The Hangman, waiting for changes to happen, waiting for better days, literally. There's a song called Better Days. It's so beautiful. It's like you're waiting for better days, you know what I mean? It's like you're waiting to see the change that you would like to see, the shift that you would like to see in your life. It literally means that you must just please hold on a little bit longer. It's a card of enlightenment, the Hangman card. It talks about wisdom and lessons learned and understanding that will come in from the experiences that you've had. It doesn't mean it has to be your story, but it must elevate you to become a person who is wise, okay? You might be having a grandfather coming in here for some of you, or great-grandfather that really would like to help you move forward here. So let's get in and have a look and see. Yes, Wheel of Fortune, without a doubt. The time for letting go is now. The Wheel of Fortune is all about timing. It talks about what is still to come. It talks about empowerment. It talks about the wheel shifting. And the time where things have been standing still, that is now over. It's like a magic spell has happened here. And it's like a magic spell has been broken. A spell has been broken. And now you can move forward in your life here maybe even quickly because of the Wheel of Fortune, or even rapidly forward. So that's quite interesting feeling that I got there. We've got the 4 of Fire. Yes, this is a beautiful reading. I'm so happy. This is the new beginning that you've been looking for. Something has been broken here for you. It could be karma that you were working on that you broke. It could be just lessons that you were meant to learn on a spiritual level. That you have now learned these lessons. You have become the sage, and you have now gained the wisdom that you need to gain. Don't let this pull you down. Let this elevate you instead, because here is a new beginning here. 4 of Wands is the 1111 card. It's an indication that there is a new cycle coming in for you, and one where you are going to be celebrating the life that you are living. Let's have a look and see what else comes up. The 10 of Air. Here it is. The 9 and the 10 of Air. Here it comes. This is you releasing all this. This is you letting go of everything that is negative in your world here and moving forward. 10s are very, very good, okay? Especially when we got like the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Air, the 10 of Swords. Because the 10s are talking about the ending of negative times, negative cycles. I can see a lot of people here have done things to you as well because of the 2 cards that have come up here. A lot of people have hurt you. A lot of people have betrayed you, lied to you, and maybe stolen from you, used you in some kind of way, and even maybe abused you in some kind of way. And I feel like that is something you need to let go of. If you have ever in your life gone through anything that was like, I went through a very abusive relationship. It took me years to escape it, and I did. And one thing I did take care of when I had left was my own emotional well-being. And one of the things you must know, when you've experienced like abuse in any kind of way, you will carry the abuse with you in your body, not in your heart, in your mind, physically. The trauma will be inside of your bones, in the muscles. And I figured that out because I used to get like, I couldn't sleep sometimes at night, and I used to have my muscles tighten for no reason in my shoulders. I would sleep and then I would feel this like tightening energy, and that told me that I still was carrying trauma from the abuse that I went through in the relationship. And I did go for counseling. I did get help, and it really, really changed everything for me. If you have that, please take care of yourself and go get the help that you need so that you can live a successful life. So with regards to this, you have the 5 of Earth coming in here. I'm just going to show, I'm taking note as they come out, if they're upright or reverse. I feel like the stability that you've been currently worrying about your own strength in this world and how you stand and how strong you can be. This is really falling away. Whatever worries you've had here, even if this is financial worries or worries about job stability, where you live is not stable, I feel like this is going to be moving away from you, because the 10 of air is right next to the 5 of earth, okay? And this is the negativity that is going to be released for you moving forward here. We've got the Magician. It couldn't get better. So what are you going to do? Okay, now what you need to know is that all the things that you worry about and the change that you're so desperately needing to see, it is here. And you have now got a clean blank slate. What are you going to put onto that clean blank slate? That's why you have to let go of the negativity. You cannot carry your old baggage into a new home, okay? You cannot carry your old stuff with you to a new life. You have to have a complete makeover, overhaul of your life. So you got to start imagining in these moments, instead of thinking about what terrible things have happened, you got to start imagining here what it is that you want to see come in. You got to start, do you hear the thunder outside? It's like literally storming, literally any moment right now. So with regards to the Magician card, this is a card of creation. It's a card of you creating your own life. It kind of reminds me like you do have a grandfather. Look at that image there. The 2 of them. It reminds me like there's a grandfather, great-grandfather that is really emotionally supporting you through everything. So let's have a look and see. There's the happiness. This is beautiful. Focus on what is going to make you happy in this life. I feel like for you, especially in this reading, it's not even about money. I feel like it's more about your emotional happiness, your emotional stability, and your growth coming in here. I feel like it is there for you. You're going into a place of happiness and create what it is you want to create now. Because now, if you don't create the life that you want to have, you're going to have to blame yourself, okay? You can't blame anybody else. You're going to have to look at yourself and blame yourself at this point. Because now when you've been given a blank slate and a new start, what is it that you're going to start writing there? Are you going to write the old story, or are you going to rewrite a complete new one? Okay, so, and you know, we do make mistakes. We mustn't freak out. I see you solving problems here that may be currently happening in your world, because you have the Magician card. You want to create what makes you happy. To create what makes you happy, you're going to be letting go of all that is no longer needed. And this is also you solving one problem after another. It almost feels as if a spell is really getting broken for you. I love that the storm is coming in as well. It's almost like the rain that's going to fall is going to be cleansing out your energy completely. And this is like the last rains in Africa, okay? The last of the summer rains is where we won't have rain until spring comes. So this is the last rain, a real cleansing energy. I feel like, you know, you're going to have like a very fast movement forward. The 9 of fire here, you've really got your walls up. I see a lot of stuff that's happened in your world here, a lot of negative things as well. I resonate, you know what I mean? But I also resonate with the fact that you can get there, because I got here. I'm very happy in my life, and I went through these kind of things like you have been going through. And if I can make that wheel turn, so can you. I know you can, okay? So the wait is over for you. Queen of Air, that's what we want to see. This is rapid movement forward. And the Moon card. The Moon card, okay, let's start off because I turned it upside down. First of all, it's going back to the deception. Lies, deception, betrayal coming up in the Moon card. And I feel as if some of us still might be attached in your energy. I think this is what you're going to be walking away from. If you're in a negative relationship or you're in some kind of situation where it's not working for you, I do feel like you're going to have complete clarity of what you need to do here. This is a new you. So this is a new you. She's got an owl on her shoulder. You got the sage energy coming in there, talking about wisdom. And we got the owl representing wisdom. So I feel as if you have complete clarity. You're going to have an understanding. It's almost as if you're going to clear your mind as well. Or the spell gets broken. And this energy just starts to leave your thought, leave your mind. And it's almost like you no longer care about what's in the past. You're just focusing on what can be in the future, and you know exactly what that is with the Queen of Air. And I see you taking action here towards what it is you want to create with the Magician, the Sun card here. Really, there's also a real nice opening up of your energy here as well. Remember, if you're too close and you have the Nine of Fire, which is the Nine of Wands, you got a wall around you. You're not only protecting yourself from the things that you don't want to see, but you're also blocking off the blessings that are trying to get to you. So I see you lowering your wall here with the Air, the Queen of Air, or the Queen of Swords. You're going to take a lot of action here as well. I think you're going to take a lot of rapid movement forward in your life here. I feel like a rapid movement forward to your happiness here. And then we've got a spiritual energy coming in with the Moon card. So we've got Pisces coming into your reading here. What I'm picking up here with this is got to do with this ancestor that has come in. We're talking about this ancestor that has come in. And he is letting me know that he is moving energy for you in the ethereal realm. Okay, so this is where energy moves before you see it happening in your world. The energy shifts on a spiritual level first, and then it shows itself up into your world. He is moving energy for you in the background that you are currently not seeing. What your job is at this time is to help him to do this by releasing all of what has been. It is no longer your story. Your focus must no longer be on what has happened in the past, but what you want to see in the future. And then you're going to fall into alignment with what he is trying to do for you. And when that takes place, you're going to have clarity. The wheel turns and you've got a beautiful new cycle coming into your world. There we go, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. I am sending my absolute love to you guys. I really wish you the best moving forward. It's all up to you now how you're going to move forward. You can fall back into the old way of being and being, I always like to call it going down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean? And or you can take control. You can take control and start focusing your energy on what it is you want to see in your life. And that is when clarity will come and change begins to happen for you. I'm sending love to you guys. Bye.